what's up, team? We want to have the next few weeks, we want to talk about how we design our worship and the flow of our sets, and really what our thought process just from the Bible and even just from the past 100 years as modern worship, what we know as worship today has really changed and progressed. And we've had pioneers in that, people like John Wimber from the Vineyard Movement. He was the first person I ever really heard from and learned from about these phases that that really you could lead people through as you're designing a set. And even more recently, ladies like Brooke Lidgertwood, she's taught on it from her Creator Online platform. But for me, I've landed on two big ideas, and it's the idea of Thanksgiving and then the idea of Lord. That Jesus is Lord, and so I know that Thanksgiving is the entry point. I just see that all over the Bible. I see it in the Psalms, I see it in Isaiah, that the way in is through Thanksgiving. And so we want to explore that. We want to talk about that. And then with Lord or Lordship, man, we want to get to that place. It's almost like a destination as we're designing anything, that we want to recognize Jesus as Lord over our lives. We want to recognize him as Lord even over the places where we don't see it yet, in the city. And we want to know him as Lord. We want to surrender to him. And so we may sing songs of even just surrender, or we may just sing songs of like, we declare that Jesus is Lord. And so that's the big movement, is Thanksgiving to Lordship. But there are other things that we don't want to ignore. And so shout out to Brooke Lidgertwood for a couple of these. The first one is going to be welcome, the idea of welcome. And then there's another one that, man, you really don't want to forget, and that's just adoration and intimacy. And as we approach our King, we've entered in through Thanksgiving, as we approach our King, the idea of adoring him and drawing near to him intimately, and even just surrendering to him as Lord and declaring him as Lord, those don't always have to be linear. Like any relationship, as we are communing or talking or dancing, those can have some interplay where we know him as Lord and then we want to draw closer, or we draw closer to him and then we have confidence to declare him as Lord. And so welcome, Thanksgiving, adoration, and Lordship. We want to talk more about these as we design our sets. All right, welcome. That's such a great, obvious place to start. It's like kind of a duh moment. Why would you not start with welcome? And there's really two big ideas here we want to say, and they're kind of different from one another. But the first one, man, is so important, and it is that God desires all people to come in. Our Father's so good. His heart goes out. His love goes out and says, I want you to come to me. I want you to worship me. All are welcome. Man, Jesus, if there was any fogginess about this, Jesus made this clear that this was his Father's heart. He tells these parables of these wedding banquets, and he says, I invited these in. Oh, y'all have your excuses, you're not coming in? It makes him angry. He's like, go out, find others to bring them in. And he gets a report, he says, man, we've done this, and there's still room in the banquet hall. He says, well, go out even further. So I want my banquet hall to be full. Man, he wants the nations, he wants all peoples to come to him. We've talked about this multiple times. Psalm 96 says, declare his glory among the nations, his marvelous deeds among all peoples. For the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord made the heavens. So say among the nations, the Lord reigns. I am the one true living God. Come to me, all you peoples. And so, man, we just want to see that. We want that heart to be expressed even at the beginning of our worship. People walk in, they maybe are questioning that very thing. Does God want me? Does God want me to come close to him? Man, I'm feeling filthy. I'm just feeling down and out. There's no way that this Father would want me. And that's not true. We want to say that from the outset. No, he does want you. He says, come near to me and worship me, because I am the source of your life. As the source of your life, the best thing you can do is to come recognize how awesome I am and actually worship me. This got Jesus fired up. When in Matthew 21, when he quotes Isaiah, he makes the whip, and he drives out those people, and he quotes Isaiah, and Isaiah says that my house will be called a house of prayer for all nations. Jesus says, you're making this into a den of robbers. Do not get in the way of people coming to the Father. Man, I love that he got zealous about that. My house will be called a house of prayer for all nations. They can come, they can pray, they can sing to me, they can commune with me. They can come into my courts, and I want them to. That's such an important reality of the kingdom. And it's such an important heartbeat of God's kingdom. Man, it really just drives it. That's the whole point of why he's moving, that the word is going forth and that the Spirit is going out throughout the world, is that he wants peoples to return and worship him. So we got to get this idea as we go in. And we want to be people to help convey this, help spread this, man. Say, nah, come on in. You are welcome to worship the living God. And then on the opposite side, we want to be people that express, Father, you are welcome. You're the king. We are your people. We're the people of your kingdom. And guess what? We love you, our King. We say that we want you here. We want you here with us. We want you to have your way among us. So it is good at the start to express that to our God. Psalm 24 has some great imagery, and it says this. It says, lift up your heads, you gates. Be lifted up, you ancient doors, that the King of glory may come in. I love that idea. It's like just a picture, doors opening up. That should be the posture of our hearts at the beginning of our worship. Say, we are opening our lives to you. We are opening our lives to our King. Oh, King of glory, please come in and rest among your people. The best thing you can do, God, is to rest here with us and to be with us. We want to be with you. No hindrances. I will be your God. You will be my people. And that refrain that we see all throughout the Bible, we want that to be the reality that we embrace from the outset, saying, God, we welcome you here. So welcome is a great idea. I want all to know that they're welcome to come to the living God. And we want to say that we welcome you, God.